Hello, good day, awesome ESL teachers in the Philippines. My name is Teacher DHONA, and I hope you are doing well. For this video, we are going to talk about KI English. So some of you here might want to apply, or do you have any plans to apply for KI English? So you might want to know what is the company about. So we will talk about that let's start right away. So in KI English, they cater Japanese students. And anyway, I've been working in KI English since, no, I worked in KI English. I started my teaching career last November 2021. And then my contract got terminated last June 30. I was terminated because, and it's understandable, because I was not able to render the teaching hours requirement, which is 40 hours for one cutoff, which is 15 days. So I was a part-timer, so that's understandable for me. Alright, so they cater Japanese students. They also have adults, and they also have kids or children. Yes, and they call the kids or the children week or World Eye Kids. Yes, okay. So let's talk about some points in KI English. If you're a full-time teacher in the company, so it's good for you. If you are there to work full-time, then I think it's really better for you, because in my experience, I was just a part-timer, so I cannot really say that my experience there was a blast, since they are not allowing the part-timers in the very first place to apply in their company, because they are more encouraged, or they are more encouraging those full-timers, which they can teach in the peak hours, which is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., something like that. Yes, but good thing, they also have a lot of adult students from, let's just say, 8:30 p.m. to 8:30, even 12. I have tried 12 midnight. There are still a lot of adult students. Alright, so all I'm gonna say here, disclaimer only, all I'm gonna say here, or I'm about to say, is just my personal experience. It might be different to you. Alright, so let's move on. So if you are teaching kids, or in a week curriculum or World Eye Kids curriculum, I can really say that it is not so flexible as I expected, because since I have tried to teach in different companies already, and in where you can plot your schedules, and then you're expected to you're expecting to book the lesson. And then in KI, for example, you are going to open some slots, and then you might get or you might be chosen as a substitute teacher, so which is good. And then it will be easily booked, and the bookings there, you cannot really say that there are a lot of students, but I cannot also say that there are less bookings, because some of my slots, like let's just say I opened 5 slots, so sometimes it will be booked as by 2 to 3 students. So I think that's fair enough, since I can still remember when I was a new teacher in the company. And then I just said that it's not so flexible, since sometimes for example, you just open the 5 slots in the morning, or even in the evening, and then the admin, or let's just say the team leader, will message you, and then she will say, can you handle the 2 p.m. class, or can you handle the something like that. A specific hour. She will name a specific hour, which is you did not open in your slot. So meaning it's not your chosen time slots to have a class, and then the team leader will actually ask you if it's okay, only if it's okay and only if you are available. So from time to time, if you are in a week curriculum, the team leader will keep on messaging you about those things, if you can handle the lessons, and she will also encourage you to open this hour, to open the slots, something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, that if you are a part-timer, if you will plan to apply as a part-timer, so it's not a good place for you. So especially if you've been to a company where you are used of having the support system only. It's like you will message the support and then you will just receive a help from them. So in there, since they are using Skype as their platform, so it's something personal. Yeah, but also I can say that they are very understanding and they're very friendly, so that's okay. All right, so the starting rate is 50 pesos. Yes, and then they don't have a clear qualifications for promotion, so you just have to wait when is your increase of rate. Yes, and then but I can't say that I am a good teacher. I was a good teacher there since I was a part-timer, so that's why I did not feel the promotion. But if you are going to apply there, and I think if you will do a great job in teaching in their company, so I think the increase of your rate will be more faster. Yes, but I also have a friend there, a co-teacher who happens also to be my friend in that company. She said that her salary rate was not really as the increase of her salary rate was not easily given to her. Yes, and then if you are teaching kids, as what I mentioned earlier, their platform is just Skype. Yeah, so you have to share your screen to the student, and it's a kind of extra work for me. Yeah, since there are a lot of ESL companies there who are having their software. You can just enter in the classroom, but then they're using Skype. You have to share screen and you have to do the lesson memo for the kids, and their lesson memo for the kids was, I can say that it's a kind of work, because you have to input the words that she or he learned in your lesson, and then you have to also input there the sentences. But I think lesson memo, that is the norm of the lesson memo, right? So yeah, it's fair enough. Okay, and they also have incentives in the peak hours, like you will get, for me in my experience, I just opened 3 slots in the evening, so I got extra 3 pesos, or 2 pesos, 1 peso, something like that. But in the weekends, they have this specific incentives where you can get, for example, let's just say 20% of your total earnings on Saturdays or in Sundays. So yeah, and then the very very good thing in KEYEYE English is that they don't have any penalties. So for example, if you're going to cancel your class, you just have to message the team leader or the admin ahead of the time, so that he or she can cancel the class for you and find a substitute teacher. But sometimes if the class is, it's very late already, and the shift of the other teachers are expected that only few teachers only are having the shift at that hour for about like 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. So that is that is more likely you cannot have the substitute teacher for that. So, but good thing they don't have penalties. All right. But if you have, you know, if you keep on doing that, since you don't have, since they don't have penalties, so the admin will message you or will warn you about that, of course. Okay. So now let's talk about, I can say, the good points also. So the very nice thing in the company is that their salary is very on time or in advance. For example, if because they will have a bi-monthly, their salary is on bi-monthly basis, so that would be 15 and 30 of the month. So if it's a holiday on the salary day, yeah, so they will give or deposit the salary in advance, especially when the salary is on weekend. So they will deposit your salary on Friday, something like that. And it's very early, like about 8 to 9 a.m. the salary is already deposited in your bank account. So that's what I love from the company or to the company. All right. And then if you're going to teach or handle adults, so later on when I felt that the week or the kids curriculum is not so flexible for me, since I am not a full-timer teacher, so I ask the admin if it's okay to only teach adult students. So I thankfully, and I was granted by that request. So I was so happy. I only taught adult students, and that's when I started opening only 3 slots per day. Yes, and I opened my slots for 9 p.m. to 10:30. Yeah, so every night. And then if I am not really busy on weekends, I usually open the whole day. Yes. All right. So when you are going to teach adult students, so it's very very I can say it's not a work. Since it's very light. I mean, some of the students are requesting to off your camera. Yeah, but some of them also will request you to keep your camera on. And then most of them are having, most of them, they don't require you to post a lesson memo. So most of them, yes. So most of them, they don't require you to post a lesson memo for that. Oh my God. So that is very, light work for you. Okay. And then the admins, I can say that the admins are very friendly and understanding. They also have this advantage where if you are teaching kids, you are required to learn basic Japanese language, and also the company will pay you for that if you enroll in a JIP. They call it JIP. So it's a lesson where you can learn basic Japanese language, so that you can also communicate to your students. Yes. Okay. I mean to your kid students. Yeah. So overall, I think the company is very friendly. They are very hospitable, since it is also their mission. Yes, so I think that's all. But if you have any questions, so just comment on the comment section below, and I will be glad to answer them about the company. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, and also so that click the notification bell, so that I can also share to you some tips in ESL teaching industry. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a great day.